look now at the tail of the tape for this welterweight bout between Kermit Cintron and David Grayton. And there you see Grayton with the 8-year age advantage, Cintron the 3-inch height advantage and the reach advantage. And Cintron, by the way, you know, he got up to fighting a 154 at 37, though. He's back down to 147, says making weight not an issue. Let's send it over to Ray Flores now for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Bounce from Reading, Pennsylvania. Premier Boxing Champions now features 10 rounds in the welterweight division. The 3 judges ringside are Adam Grisham, Anthony Lundy, and Steve Weisfeld. And the referee in charge when the bell sounds, Gary Rosato. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he comes in wearing the black, silver, and the purple. His professional record, 11 wins, 15 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 loss. Fighting out of Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome David "Day-Day" Grayton. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red, white, and the blue. Has a professional 39 wins, 30 of those coming by way of knockout against 5 losses and 2 draws. Fighting out of Reading, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Kermit Killer Cintron.
Kermit, let's go. Let's go. Bring it in. Mouthpiece, Kurt. Okay, gentlemen, I gave you specific detail instructions in the locker room. I'm going to tell you 2 things. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. All right.
So here we go. It's a welterweight bout. It is scheduled here for 10 rounds between Cintron and David Grayton. And Kermit Cintron has been in this game for a minute. He's been a pro for well over 16 years. Former welterweight champion David Grayton to try to get there. Fran Charles, Austin Trout, and Steve Cunningham ringside with you. And Cintron from Reading, Pennsylvania,
Look where he's carrying his hand, Kermit. Look where he's
has done a nice
carrying his
job winning his last 6 fights. He took some time off to kind of reassess if this is what he really wanted to do, and felt that, you know, the former camp that he was with, it kind of felt his better days were behind him. He didn't have a whole lot left, and so he came back home to Reading and hooked back up with the guys who were with him in the early going as he gets Grayton right there. Joe Pastore and Marshall Kaufman. Kaufman, tonight's promoter, and also the father of Travis Kaufman, who will be fighting later tonight. But Pastore and Kaufman were with him early on, and they led him to a great amateur success. He got his professional career off to a great start. He was 24-0. And then he had the pleasure of working with the late great Emmanuel Stewart and also Ronnie Shields, but came back home to Pastore and Kaufman. And it's Grayton now trying to get inside. Grayton the southpaw, 15-1. So if you're Grayton, Austin, and you're in there with a guy like Kermit Cintron, 39-5-2, with 30 KOs and all the pedigree, which guy are you preparing for? What are you looking to do tonight?
Well, you know, you're going to prepare for the best Kermit Cintron ever was or ever could be. So, you know, you want to look at, of course, you're going to look at some of his recent fights, but you want to look at the fights he had when he was in his prime, because you never know, that guy could come back. Right now, Kermit's looking good. He's using the jab to keep the distance. He has the longer arms. He's been sneaking in that straight right hand a couple times this round. You know, Day-Day's going to have to use his own jab to get in my opinion.
Steve, what do you see early?
You know, you have a 16-year veteran in Kermit Cintron, so you look to see shots like that, you know, quick, short shots. He's very composed, very poised, and even though you said he took time off, you know, that goes to show you that he's taking this serious. You know, you're not going to come back if you don't like it, you don't love it, and and it's business. So he's about business right now, and he wants to be champion again. Grayton is doing something very good, though, that I'm seeing. He's taking his time. You know, you have a veteran here, you have an older fighter who's been in here longer. He may get winded. He may relax later on. So he's taking his time, picking his shots also. But Cintron's doing very well for being 16 years off.
Yeah.
I mean, 16 years in and taking some time off.
Yeah, 2 years off. Cintron said actually it was his kids who supported him and said, "Daddy, we want to see you back in the ring." And so here he is, squaring off here with David Grayton. It's not bad, not a bad way to catch a fight. A glass of red wine, sit back, enjoy here. Cintron and Grayton around 2 of them scheduled the 10-rounder, and Grayton with a nice straight left to the body. So Grayton coming out here in the second round a little bit more aggressive. And he catches Cintron upstairs, and now Grayton wants to make it a fight.
Well, this is where Grayton wants to be. As we said before, he's not the longer fighter, so inside's where he wants to be, and he's younger. So a fight like this is going to only benefit him.
And Grayton catches Cintron with a scraping right hand. Some antics there, and no knockdown there. Just Gary Rosado, as their legs got tangled up.
I like what Grayton's doing. I like how he changed it up. You know, he was poised and calm, laid back the first round. Now this round is like, we're going to test this guy. You know, he's 37. Let's see what he got in the tank, and he's really going in.
Grayton's been a pro for 4.5 years. He was undefeated, and his second to last fight against Bryant Perella, he was stunned, knocked out in the second round. He bounced back, though, with an 8-round knockout of Kareem Martin back in August of 2016. He is from the Washington, D.C. area and spent some time in that Headbangers gym with the notorious Barry Hunter. It seems like everybody is trying to make a pit stop in D.C.
Yeah, that gym is getting busy. It's getting crowded, too.
That's Austin's guy.
Barry Hunters, he's the man. You know, they've got a machine down there, you know, and it's running well.
A lot of great fighters come in and out of the doors there at Headbangers. And Grayton, it says he is benefited by just who's been in the gym and who's been able to step in the ring with here. But his kid learned a hard lesson and said he learned about himself that if he ever gets in trouble again, what he needs to do is kind of tie up and regain his senses as opposed to just kind of slug it out. It didn't work out for him, but he bounced back with a nice victory his last time out.
It looks like Cintron has got a little something going on over his left eye. And it's on the top eyelid, so that could be a problem later on.
Well, and not only that, Austin, but if you look under the right eye, it's got a little bit of a mouse growing. So Grayton came out to kind of flip the script here in the second round with some serious aggression. And there you do see the cut over the left eye of Kermit Cintron.
I like what I see from Cintron. He's sticking to the plan, the left hook, the regular right hand, and it's landing.
5 seconds, let's fit about.
Cintron's got power in both hands, too. Day's got to be careful going in.
Back here ringside at Santander Arena in Austin, you called it. You saw it first. And so you see they went to work there on the left eye, the cut over the left eye of Kermit and Cintron. So it's Marshall Kaufman, Joe Pastore in the corner. And right away, Cintron trying to press the action. Look, I mean, this is a guy who's, he's been in with, back, not even back in the day. He won his title against Mark Suarez, but he was in with Canelo early on in Canelo's career. We mentioned Paul Williams earlier. He lost a technical decision of Paul Williams and fought Antonio Margarito not once but twice, and that was pre-plaster.
Yeah,
that's when people didn't know about some of the antics that Margarito was up to. He fought him twice, before Margarito got called out there.
Exactly.
As a matter of fact, it was Nazim who called him out.
That's right.
Brother Nas.
That's right.
It's a legend in there, man. His knowledge is impeccable.
It's crazy.
I remember back in that time, nobody really wanted to get in the ring with Margarito. This cat did it twice. So this guy has been in with some of the big sharks, and he's lived to tell about it. It says now He's trying to come back. He used to kind of look for the big shot, had some issues with stamina. Some people thought he tapped out back in some of those fights, but he says now he's trying to be smarter, more relaxed.
This is a good double right from Cintron, man.
Yeah, I'm watching Cintron, and I mean, you hear when you fight a southpaw, throw the left hook, throw the right hand. But he is doing it, and he's sticking to it, and it's been working since round 1. And he's very poised behind it. I mean, he just knows it's going to land, it seems.
The impressive part is that Day-Day's come in, and he's made it ugly. But Cintron he's not panicked. He hasn't changed the way he's fighting.
Yes.
You know, he's sticking to the plan, like you said. And those left hooks and right hands are starting to land cleanly. You know, Day-Day's gonna have to keep the hand up and move his head a little bit. Make some kind of adjustment so he doesn't keep getting caught by that.
Oh, scraping left hook from Cintron, but then Cintron's tying up.
Press him, Kermit, press him.
That was Cintron's best punch of the night.
Punch out.
He was inside, had the leverage, and landed a left hook flush.
One thing you have when you have veterans such as Cintron that's in there, these guys can get your timing very fast. You know, it's 3rd round, and Grayton had poured a nice, thick, syrupy offense on him in the 2nd round. And now we see Cintron is just basically sitting back. He's real relaxed and calm, and he's landing that left hook. No matter what Grayton does, he's still there, posed, and has his composure.
That cut is going to be a problem. We'll talk about it when we come back here on the next side of the commercial break. But it is a cut over the left eye of Cintron. Coming up for Premier Boxing Champions, the trio of fights on FS1 and a return to Bounce TV on June 23rd. Got Edner Cherry and Omar Douglas. That'll be a good one. Also, Alejandro Luna, he's undefeated, 21-0. And a couple of good ones, Josecito Lopez, welterweight. They'll be on a card together. So, Premier Boxing Champions coming to a TV set near you.
A little shot behind the head, it looked like. That's a dangerous spot to get hit in.
Let me ask both of you. I'm going to start with Austin here. Is that cut in a place where it could be a problem for Cintron right over the left eye?
Absolutely. It's on top and it's on the eyelid. Referring back to Klitschko and my big man from England. You know, he had the best jab in the game, Manuel Stewart's pupil. He had a bad cut over his eye. If you remember that fight. But the worst part about it is that the blood can fall into your eye and stop you from being able to see.
Cintron with a great 1-2 there on the right that connected. Steve, your thoughts on the cut?
The cut, I mean, the cut would only bother him if he didn't have a decent cut man, you know, in his corner. And we know Cintron has the heart. We know he's a world champion. He's got that heart within him. So he's going to go with the blood's going down his face, wherever. The blood's not streaming down. His cut man's doing a great job. So he's making his money today.
All right, Jake Donovan is our PBC historian. He is scoring the fight for us. And so far, he's got all 3 rounds here for David Grayton. So it's a clean sweep early on.
Even though the scores are wide, you can see Cintron is like you said, his timing is getting better and better as the rounds go.
Oh, nice right hand. Cintron stepped back and caught Grayton. And Grayton now leans in.
Beautiful, picture perfect, step back, right hand, awesome.
As that timing is just getting better, so as the rounds go, Grayton's gonna have to figure out how to throw that timing off, maybe by feinting something.
And Cintron leads in there with a lead left hook. And then little veteran savvy as he leaned on him a little bit.
That's the thing, man. When you're fighting a veteran, one, you don't want the veteran to warm up. You don't want the old man to warm up. You know, don't let him warm up. Then he's vrooming all over you all night.
37 years young. Nice punch, nice right hand from Grayton. 37 years young. Cintron, but Cintron said, look, you know, I didn't have a long amateur career. He said he just did 24-5 as an amateur. And so he says all that wear and tear, guys have 100, 200, 300 amateur fights, I didn't have that. And so, you know, wear and tear is wear and tear, whether you get the amateur career, whether you get it as a professional. So he says he still feels good. Still can make 147 by it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Every time Grayton tries to throw that left hand, Cintron times it with the left foot. Grayton's got to put that right hand up, that left hand up as he's going in.
All right, so Jake Donovan has it as a clean sweep for Grayton. It'll be interesting to see If the judges ringside agree, here in the 4th round, Cintron with that nice crushing right hand. David Grayton, 29 years of age here, had a really good amateur career in 2012, 11, 10 National Gold Gloves competitor. He lost to Errol Spence in 2009 in the Gold Gloves and then came back in 2010 and beat him. I mean, so this guy's, he's been in, whether it's the amateur professional ranks, he's been in with some really good competition. These guys slugging it out here to start the 5th. They scheduled a 10-rounder.
This is Grayton trying to make his adjustment, smothering the old man because the timing is there when he's on the outside trying to come in. I'm sorry, Cintron. I didn't mean to call you old man.
Yeah, I said, the veteran, the old man last round, and I said it with a compliment, as a compliment. I'm 40 years old and I feel like I'm 20, so I know exactly how he feels in order for him to step back in here. He's on a 6-0 win streak.
Sure is.
So he's doing great. 37 too. He's 3 years younger than me, so why I'm calling him old man.
If you're Grayton, Steve, and Grayton landed, they both landed on the left hand there. If you're Grayton, what do you do to not get frustrated? Because this is kind of your big night. He's been on TV a lot, but he's never fought a fighter with this kind of name. And obviously, you want to have a good showing. What do you do to not get frustrated? Because you might not be having the kind of flashy night you wanted to.
Well, you can see he made the adjustment this round. Standing on the outside, he gets picked apart by Cintron's timing, with the right hand and the hook. So he's, I'm gonna smother him. He's longer. He's got longer arms than me. Better timing. I'm gonna stop all that by just fighting on the inside. He's doing a good job this round.
And it's also gonna offset his timing too. Let's look at that head shot.
That one's plain as day.
Yeah, that's blatant.
Grayton hitting Kermit Cintron on the back of the. Good job by Gary Rosado, just coming over, giving Cintron some time to recuperate, then coming over and talking to Grayton, and not taking a point away, just letting him know, hey. Big shot from Grayton, and he catches Cintron flush in the chin, and he drops him. Here comes Grayton now. Minute and 11, and he's turned it up here in the 5th round.
That shot behind the head, those type of shots can change the fight around for you. I'm going to say that right now. And then we get a knockdown. Those things really affect the fighter.
You see that shot in the back of the head is the most dangerous place to get hit. There's not much protection back there.
Yeah, Grayton beating Cintron to the punch a couple of times there. Taking advantage in the clinch, trying to punch himself out, lunging left hand there. Oh, nice check right hand from Grayton.
Again, if you notice, that move is getting countered the first 2 rounds with Cintron's left hook.
There's a headbutt. And now we got another timeout here. So Gary Rosado, he calls them both quickly to the center ring.
He's got a cut from that headbutt.
Ready to go? Come on, ready to go? You ready to go?
Maybe you should have taken that 5 minutes or that time off from the back of the head shot.
I agree.
Doc.
Here's a headbutt.
Check him out.
Yeah.
That's been happening all night. I've seen 2 clashes. Didn't seem to bother anybody, so I just left it alone. Yeah. But there, he's cut.
Well, and that is going to happen whenever you have a conventional fighter and a southpaw. You're more susceptible to headbutts.
Accidental headbutt. Coming in with that.
When a guy gets hit in the back of the, and I've been hit in the back of the head before, there is no muscle back there to tighten up to absorb that punch, pop, that damage.
And Gary Rosado telling the judges it is an accidental headbutt. But man, what a round here. If you're Kermit Cintron, you got hit in the back of the head. You got knocked down because you got hit flush in the chin. And then also...
That's it, back over there. That's it.
You got hit with... Oh, wow, fight's over.
They just called the fight.
Gary Rosado says that's it. And Cintron looks like he's having difficulties.
Go to the scorecards. Go to the
So they're going to go to
scorecard.
the scorecards here. Anything after the
Scorecard.
fourth
Go
round
to scorecard.
with an accidental
Go to
headbutt if the
scorecard.
fighters can't continue. All right, welcome back to Santana Arena here in Reading, Pennsylvania. A bit of a disappointing ending here to the Grayton Cintron match, as the fighters can't continue after an accidental headbutt. So look now at the highlights, and early on, Cintron relaxed, but here in the second round, Grayton got busy. In the fourth round now, is probably the best punch of the night for Kermit Cintron, but then here's this is after a rabid punch.
In the back of the head.
Right, and then Grayton's able to get Cintron down on the ground, and then that headbutt right there.
Oh, right on the bridge of his eye. That was an ugly fight.
Yeah.
Cut him. The doctor ended up stopping it for
Yeah,
the
doctor says to determine Cintron can't go on, so they're going to go to the scorecards, and now we are set. Let's send it into Ray Flores for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 2 minutes 53 seconds of the fifth round on advice of the ringside physician due to an accidental headbutt. We will now go to the scorecards due to the ringside physician deeming Kermit Cintron unable to continue. Your scores read as follows. Judge Anthony Lundy scores the bout 49-46 for Cintron. Overruled by judges Steve Weisfeld and Adam Frischem, who scored the bout 47-47. This bout has been declared a majority draw.
All right, so Kermit Cintron and David Grayton, they fight to a majority draw. Think about this, guys. If Grayton is not able to get Cintron on the ground, then Cintron wins the fight.